Dear Princess Sunbutt, Letter 124.
Dear Princess Celestia, I found the zombie deer again. My initial suspicion about it being an intentional creation has grown stronger, and I will explain below. This encounter was similar to the first. I found the deer deep within the Everfree around midnight. It was standing motionless in a seemingly random spot. There were no timber wolf remains nearby, but there was most of a black bear corpse. The body was intact, the head was pulverized, and have you ever stepped on an acorn? It kinda looked like that, only if you stomped on it repeatedly until every piece was driven an inch or more to the ground. Needless to say, the deer's legs were covered in blood. I didn't want to provoke it again, so I chose to remain hidden and observe it for as long as possible, which ended up being a little under 6 hours. Most of that time was spent completely motionless. The only time it moved was to attack something, after which it returned to standing in place. The attacks, while gruesome, allowed me a better understanding than what I would have gained otherwise. To start, it possesses physical abilities far exceeding any live deer. There were very few injuries on it, and the ones that I could see were only shallow cuts and some bite marks that barely even broke the skin. This on its own is strong evidence that the magic preserving it must have come from a focused source, rather than the weak but widespread magic of a curse. In addition, there appears to be a set of criteria for what it will and won't attack. From what I was able to gather, it ignores any creature more than 40 feet away, even if they are directly in its line of sight. It also ignores anything smaller than a cat, anything bipedal, and anything with more than 4 legs. Those last 3 built a disturbing framework where ponies are a prime candidate, if not the intended target. However, I unfortunately made the mistake of trying to get closer shortly before sunrise. It attacked the moment I was in range, but I was ready with the shield spell. Just like the first encounter, it immediately gave up the attack and fled. I was unable to follow it, but I marked the direction. In both instances, the deer fled southeast. I'll angle my investigation in that direction and keep you appraised for any further discoveries. Your faithful student, Twilight Sparkle.
You know, I never thought that the legend of that deer would ever come back. Then again, I probably should have expected it because so many unexpected things happen that it's just tradition. Speaking of tradition, let's get on to our beautiful donators. Top donators, Dash of Evergreen, Peter Coulthard, J Tinman, and Darkside. Dospo, Runescythe 9852, Courier Cruci, Delta Omega, Rhyny Dragonwolf, Secret Moon, Tall Rasha, The Toilet Snake, Soul Dragon, Cerberus, Starlight Glimmer, Squiddy Boy, David D. Sanchez, Gaggy, Trey, Shadow Drake, Joe Piercy, Alex F., Rainbow Dash, Teal'ca Anderson, TV Killer, and John Becker. Thank you all very much for watching this video, and live life to the fullest.